In this recording, we are going to discuss about concrete making, handling and curing. Let's start with batching and mixing. Batching is the process of measurement of specified quantities of cement, aggregate, water and admixtures. As discussed in the mix design section, concrete batching is done in general mass basis, not in volume basis. So you can see the process flow diagram here. So we have input variables, cement, water, aggregates, and admixtures. So we mix them in this mixture and then we transport it to the site. Concrete can be transported by a variety of methods and equipments. The precautions to be taken while transporting concrete is that the homogeneity obtained at the time of mixing should be maintained while being transported to the final place of deposition. There are many methods as we have mentioned. So mortar pan, wheelbarrow, crane, bucket and ropeway, truck mixers and dumpers, belt conveyors, chutes, skip and hoists, transit mixtures, pumps and pipelines, helicopters are the methods that we can use to transport concrete. After we transport the pre-mixed concrete to the site, next step is to placing the fresh concrete. There are many methods included in placing concrete: direct discharge from the mixture into the form, crane and buckets, pumps, conveyors, buggies, wheelbarrows, pneumatic placers, small rail cars, or a combination of this. The method used is depend on the size of the job, adequacy of space, and the availability of equipment. The displacing concrete should be as close as possible to the actual site. And once all preparation work and equipment are ready, deposition concrete into the formwork can be started. As long as the concrete is deposited near its final position without undue segregation, any method is acceptable. If possible, concrete should fall vertically. In most cases, free fall should be limited to 0.9 to 1.5 meters to avoid aggregate bouncing off from face and sticking the reinforcement steel, which may increase segregation. When the formwork is open and concrete drop is unobstructed, free fall up to a depth of 45 meters has been proven successful without segregation. Usually a drop chute or pipe is used to guide or protect the concrete during its fall. Here you can see some correct and incorrect ways of placing concrete into a column. Concrete should be filled from the bottom, as you can see here in the three pictures with the correct configuration. If we use a wheelbarrow, we can have a flexible chute and we can fill from the bottom, and we can lift the chute or else reduce the length of the chute while it is filling from the bottom. And when we are using a bucket, again we can use a flexible chute to make the concrete fill from the bottom, as you can see here. When we are using a pump, we can extend the hose to the bottom of the column and we can lift it up while it is filling from the bottom. And this is an incorrect way of filling concrete, so we just adding concrete into the column. So in this case, concrete may not fill fully from the bottom to the top. So it is an incorrect way of placing concrete. After depositing concrete into formworks, it should be compacted right away. The purpose of compacting is to remove air entrapped during the concrete placement and consolidate plastic concrete into all the space in the formwork, including the corners and the gaps in the reinforcing steels. Compacting can make concrete denser and stiffer and thus have a good compressive strength and low permeability. Nearly all concrete is consolidated with high frequency vibrators. So you can see some pictures here with different ways of compacting concrete. A simple finishing on the fresh concrete is usually done by trowel just before initial setting. The purpose of finishing is to make a smooth surface on the concrete members and to achieve a denser, compact and properly graded surface layer to prevent water evaporation and increase wear resistance. Proper finishing of good quality concrete can minimize the maintenance cost of a structural member. Curing is an important step in concrete construction. Curing refers to procedures for maintaining a proper environment in fresh concrete for the hydration reaction to proceed. Curing is a simple procedure, but it is ignored frequently. However, it is most important in producing a strong, durable and watertight concrete. In concrete curing, the critical thing is to keep the sufficient moisture condition for the concrete so that the hydration will not stop in the halfway. Moist curing is provided by water spraying, ponding, or covering the concrete surface with wet sand, plastic sheet, burlaps, or mats. Curing compounds, which are liquids that are applied to the surface of freshly finished concrete, can be sprayed on the concrete surface to form an impervious film over the concrete surface to help retard moisture loss. Especially for vertical surfaces such as walls and columns, curing compounds can be used. During the curing, loss of water to the surrounding area should be minimized. If concrete is cast on a soil subgrade, the subgrade should be wetted to prevent water absorption. In exposed areas such as slopes, windbreaks or sunshades are often built to reduce the water evaporation. For Portland cement concrete, a minimum period of 7 days of moist curing is generally recommended. With this recording, we are finishing our topic 3. We have used some references in preparation of these materials, so you can see them here. If you need further information, you can refer these book chapters and journal papers. So thank you for watching.